Welcome, UCL fans. The Season 2 draft has come and gone. We have the teams all set up, ready to go. We even have the Week 1 matches set up, which will be taking place on Saturday, July 16th. We'll be going over all that in a moment, but I just want to say thank you all very much for those who have been watching and following. It's just been a little thing that I've been doing for fun. I would like to be, maybe eventually recognized by the UCL and even try to see, a more of an official stance on it, be like their official news correspondent, reporter, whatever you want to call that. So, if you do enjoy this, let them know, tweet at them, leave a thumbs up on the video, just let them know how much you like it. So, but we're going to go into a little bit, this will be kind of a draft facts and analysis, overall analysis, I should say, because I'm going to be doing individual team analysis for each of the draft picks in the coming week, starting on tomorrow, July 5th on it. So I'm just going to pull up my notes on some things real quick. So one of the things I'm looking at right now, I know you can't really see it, but is the top 20 Pokemon from the UCL that I did. If you did not see that, go check it out. If I remember to do so, I'll put a link in the description below to go see who the top 20 Mons from the first season of the UCL are. And then I just kind of looked to see who was still drafted and who did not get drafted. And all of them, except for one, were actually redrafted this season, with a couple other interesting notes for it. The only Pokemon who was not drafted was Metagross, who, of course, was Mega Metagross in Season 1 because of its performance, where it managed to get 30 kills over the course of 15 weeks, was considered banned for this season on it. It was just too powerful for the entire thing. However, regular Metagross could have still been drafted in UU, but no one actually picked it up. A couple other interesting facts was that the Mega Charizard X from Season 1, when it was drafted this season, it could have potentially changed to Mega Charizard Y. However, the coach who drafted Mega Charizard, which was Twit from the Grand Canyon Greninjas, decided to also keep it Mega Charizard X. A couple other interesting facts as well. The Latias from Season 1 as well, who was drafted by the Tulsa Town Flames in Season 1, this season got drafted to the Manchester Magnazones and is actually their Mega for this season. So Latias coming back for Season 2, but in a new team, and is also sporting a new Mega Evolution for this as well. A couple other random things. There were 3 Pokemon that stayed with their original teams from Season 1. There was Manaphy, who was actually franchised, you could say, for Season 2 from the Bronx Bearticks because they actually won the championship, and upon doing so, they got to pick one Pokemon from their team to be automatically theirs. Kind of like their number 1 draft pick, but it was technically would have been 3rd on the list for it, so no one else could have drafted it. The Philadelphia Feraligators, once again drafted Feraligator, could have chosen to go with something else, but wanted to keep up with that. So, Coach PK Sparks, Fight Gators, fight for them. They hope to make it better and see what happens. And then also the kind of team captain. He wasn't the team captain, according to the coach, wasn't the team captain in Season 1, but is team captain this season around. The Haxorus from the Newcastle Nido-Kings was once again drafted by the Newcastle Nido-Kings. There are a lot of other teams that picked up their old Mons as well. Those are just some of the more, of the top picks from the last season. There are also, like I said, a couple Pokemon that were drafted who were Megas in Season 1, but will not be returning in Mega form for Season 2, which would be the Manectric and the Pinsir. Both of those were drafted as Megas in Season 1. Both were drafted, but in their non-Mega form. So it'll be interesting to see how much play they get with them not being Megas this time for it. Last thing we're going to go over real quick is the trade announcements. Trades will be able to be taking place starting after Week 1. So the teams that were drafted during the draft cannot be traded until after the Week 1 matches will take place. They can also not be traded, or they cannot trade with the same coach 2 weeks in a row. So if the Bristol City Blazekins trade with the South Beach Slow Kings after Week 1, they cannot trade with each other. They cannot trade with each other again until Week 3. They can trade with other people during Week 2. Only one Pokemon per team can be traded in a week. So if the South Beach Slow Kings want to trade to someone from the Durham Druttagons, but they also want to trade with somebody from the Carolina Keldios. They can only trade with one of those teams that week and would have to wait for another week. All trades will be finalized by week 7. So by the time week 7 is over and they start on week 8, that is it. The teams that will be set in stone, there will be no more trading. There is no free agencies type of thing, so any Pokemon that did not get drafted will not be eligible to be used this season as well. The final thing we're going to look at is the schedule that the UCL has posted. They posted this right at the end of the draft, and of course, they also posted it on the Twitter, so I'm just going to show that off real quick. So you can see these are the matches that will be taking place, like I said, next Saturday, July 16th will be when week 1 will be having their matchups. It's going to be very interesting to see. A lot of good matches to take place with the Bronx Bearticks taking on the South Beach Slow Kings. Of course, the coach of the South Beach Slow Kings, Sensational GP, aka David, announced that he was going to go 15-0 this season, and he definitely drafted better, but we'll get into more of that later on. I think one of the best matchups from Season 2, one of the real close matches, or from Season 1, I should say, one of the real close matches that ended off the Season 1 regular season is actually the Week 1 match this time around, which of course is the St. Louis Rampardos versus the Tucson Terrakions. Last time it was Tucson had to win to make it into the playoffs, and St. Louis had already, clinched playoff spots. And it was just a real close match. It was really enjoyable, and I can't wait to see that match take place this week. Or not this week, next weekend when all the matches do begin. But that's going to go ahead and do it for this video. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, all I ask, a little support, leave a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below who you think will actually win the championship this season as well. And if you do enjoy these and want this to become more of an official thing, recognized by the UCL or whatever, I always encourage tweet at the UCL. Start off, just let them know. Right now their biggest hashtag is the hashtag UCLS2 for the United Championship League Season 2. And for all the coaches that do watch and have enjoyed this, thank you very much. You do the UCL for fun and to entertain all these people. I'm doing this for fun as well, and just trying to make sure that people get an idea of everything that happens, not just what's going on with their favorite coaches for it. So, as I do know, some coaches have actually watched and even liked some of these videos, and again, I thank them all very much. I've had Kristen, aka Cuddle of Death, actually like 2 different videos. I had one during the UCL Little Cup off-season championship thing, whatever. She liked one of those. She also liked one of my Season 2 announcement videos. And then I also just was at work today and saw that another coach, which was Faint Attacks, coach of the Manchester Magnazones, like one of my other videos. So shout outs to the Tulsa Town Flames and the Manchester Magnazones, coaches liking my videos. I never would have expected it. But again, one of these days I hope to try and make this an official, news report type of thing for the UCL. If you do enjoy this, tweet at the UCL, let them know you want this to be official. So I thank all of you once again for watching and checking this out. You all have yourselves a wonderful evening, and we will be back real soon with our team analysis video. So take care and good night.